Welcome to Toyah and Robert, your deeply unqualified agony aunts, ready and willing to provide useless answers to a few of your burning questions.
Lauren, you ask, who is the better cook?
My wife is an artist with food.
I find repetition very difficult, and obviously in COVID lockdown there's been a lot of home cooking, and we've also planted our own vegetables, and we have a massive array, right from runner beans to chard to beetroots, etc, etc. And this week I had my first attempt at kimchi, and I have never smelt something so offensive. I've smelt sewers that are sweeter than this. But we found 1,000 ways to improve vegetarian cooking. And I say that we cannot live without ginger, garlic, soy sauce, spring onions. We have a very sweet tooth, so dates, dried apricots, and the odd marshmallow. So Michael, you ask, are we going to be doing anything special to celebrate the autumn equinox?
Yes, Christmas is coming early. We will be putting up our Christmas decorations on the 1st of October.
And we will be celebrating Thanksgiving, and we will acknowledge Halloween, but we feel that Christmas should be 3 months long this year. We deserve it. We all deserve it. We deserve that warm, fluffy, happy feeling. And I can let you know a bit of an exclusive. I'm managing to persuade Robert to do a Christmas Carol album with me, and he's practicing his singing. Absolute heaven. So thank you for that one, Michael. Abdul, you have sent the most gorgeous question. What is your perspective on the concept of love, and what does it mean to you?
Love is the glue that holds together the universe.
Love is the eternal thread. Love is our eternal selves. I don't believe in the continuation of personality, but I believe in the eternal existence of the soul. And love allows us to find those that we love. So I can find my mum and dad. They're not always there. You can find your mum and dad. But that is love. Love is the great telephone to the past, present, and future. Now that may be a bit esoteric. There are those who give unconditional love, and there are those who will take advantage of those who give unconditional love. So love must come with respect. Do you agree?
Yes, dear.
Do you dare disagree?
No, dear.
Mike Blue, you ask, without live shows going on, are we smashing up our rooms?
Well, I'll answer for this. My little wife can from time to time be seen bouncing off the walls.
I adore performing live. I adore the feeling of when I take in a breath, and anyone who does yoga will know this. You take in a breath and you sense every synapse in your brain working at 100%. You experience every cell in your body becoming electric. And I experience something when I sing that is like no other time in my conscious waking life. I often say to people, it's like God enters my body, and I miss that. But what I will say is this lockdown has enabled us to do this. This is our COVID blessing, that we are developing so much online. And here's another exclusive. As well as doing Agony Aunts and Toyah at Home and our Sunday lunch, Masterclass is coming. So just look out for that. We couldn't do this if we were touring all the time, because we'd be traveling, unpacking in hotel rooms, looking at contracts, looking at set lists. So there are good and bad in everything.
For me, paradise has arrived early. I'm home every day with my little wife in our home. I walk down our garden. I see a blossom bloom today. She's gone tomorrow. I have a continuity. It's wonderful.
And I can cover his face in lipstick. Now, Charles, you ask, and this is really interesting, Charles, because I want to know if you're in the UK or Europe or you're in America. You ask, what is our favourite method of discipline? Now, the reason I've set the question up like this, in America, discipline means punishment. But to you, discipline means...
It means when we say, I will do something, I will do something, so that anyone and everyone that knows us can rely upon it, and even so can God.
So, the American interpretation is what is the favourite method of discipline? Well, I like pinching my husband. I do it more often than I should, often to provoke a reaction out of him which I don't get, which makes me want to pinch him even more. But my personal discipline is remaining creative. I'm constantly fighting my own demons of downers, but I control what I eat, and I stick to, I think, 2,000 calories a day. I avoid processed foods. I desire processed foods. I don't think I've eaten a donut in 5 years. And when I have a plate of vegetables in front of me, I view that not only as nutrition, but part of my discipline. At the moment, we are both studying weightlifting and Muay Thai martial arts. So, as vegetarians, it's quite challenging in doing weightlifting. The other week, we both lifted our body weight plus 50% in dead weight lifts. So that's when you pull it up to there from the ground. And we were wiped for a week. So we are having to relearn our discipline of eating and adding protein into our diet, which every vegetarian knows is quite a challenge. So Charles, like Abdul's question, yours has many, many layers and many, many tangents we could go off on, and thank you. Now, Bonnie has asked the most amazing question. Where can she purchase quintessential Breedenborough English country cheese?
Well, where would you say, lovey?
Well, it can be usually found between your partner's toes, but we think the unicorns produce it.
What is the second half of Bonnie's
question?
Well,
Bonnie says, is it made from unicorn milk?
Yes, of course it is. Well, I think it's common knowledge that there are several orders of unicorns created perfect for the benevolent action upon mankind.
Well, that's like angels, surely.
Yes, however, unicorns take different forms. One of those forms is cuddly, soft toys, like Willcox and Willcox. There is another form of unicorn which produces milk. However, they have the capacity to shapeshift. There is a paddock, a Breedenborough Manor farm just over the river at the end of our garden, which has a herd of milk-producing unicorns.
They only look like unicorns as the sun rises, and then they shapeshift into sheep.
They look like shift when I look. I'll say that again. They look like sheep when I look at them.
But unicorns also fart candy floss, marshmallows and scented air. I'm
sure that's only a terrible rumour.
So, while we're on the subject of magicness, what is the magic chord today?
All right. Now, probably the two most certain intervals in music are the octave and the fifth. And right in between the octave is the point of maximum ambiguity, the tritone. So, putting that all together with the tritone on top, we get this.
Makes you want to sing.
And get up and dance.
As Carlos Santana said, practice is giving your ideas to the world. Practice is not something to fear or resent. I just found that phenomenal. I saw his masterclass this week, and I just wanted to end on that because we get a lot of people who don't enjoy practicing their instrument, and practice is giving yourself to the world. I thought that was a fabulous explanation.
Yes, I agree with that completely.
So everyone, stay safe. We hope your families, your children, your loved ones are all safe. We don't know what's going on in the world. We're the same as you. Everything changes and fluctuates all the time by every hour. We love having your questions. Where do people send the questions to?
Toyah Official Facebook.
So we will see you next week for Agony Aunts, and we will see you tomorrow for Toyah and Robert's Sunday lunch. Stay safe, everybody.
Be well.